Today we are talking about the four things to do to actually make it out of this confinement or from being from home every single day without gaining weight, because it's something that a lot of people are talking about. Very often, some people are not used to being home 24/7, or maybe somebody embarked on actually being an online entrepreneur, and this is not the same reality as being able to go to work and doing your thing. So if this is you, if you are struggling with your food because the fridge is there 24 hours a day and you're not feeling good in your skin and you feel like you're always going to that fridge to pass the time, to feel better, to just go in the fridge because there's all this food that is available there for you, this is for you. Because what we want to create during this different time is creating a new way of being with food, being with ourselves, so that we come out from the other side happy, healthy, balanced, and as well feeling great in our clothing. So if this is you, just share right below, tell me where you're joining us from, and if you're joining in the replay, #replay, so I know you are here. So of course, we want to make sure that I am getting as many people as possible, because this is something that everybody needs to follow through, okay? So just there we go. I have a video there. I'm sharing it here. We are good. And as well, if you know anybody who would benefit from this, share this with them. So if you know somebody who's always home and you feel like they're saying, oh my God, I just can't stop eating, this is for them. If you know somebody who is working from home and is struggling actually with food, this is for them. And even if you are stuck with kids all day long, this is for you. So let's get started. Now, we often talk about working from home, but right now we're living in a different type of reality. Am I correct? We are in social isolation depending where you are, and we are home all the time, and food is always accessible. And when it's accessible, it's there, and we keep going back and forth, right? To kind of pass the time, because this is a very high anxiety time. This is something that we are not used to going through, having to be at home, not being able to go out and about and seeing our friends and family. And for many people as well, the job changed, the workforce changed, a lot of changes are happening. So what I want to create here for you is to see what can we do during this time to actually come out stronger, happier, healthier, without developing new unhealthy coping mechanisms. Because this is the reality. We are going through such a high anxiety moment. We are going to find coping mechanisms as human to deal with it. Some people might be like, oh, this is okay, and they just continue their stuff. But if you are like the majority of the population, your job got affected, you're worried about your health, you're worried about the health of other people, you feel like somebody took away your freedom because you cannot go out and about and do what you want, this is causing a lot of anger, a lot of fear, and a lot of stress inside of you. And very often we are going to be turning to eating, drinking, drugs, online shopping, online gambling. There are so many things in social media as well that we keep going and we're looking at it. And don't even get me started with the news that is there 24/7, creating all that anxiety. And the most accessible thing that we have to calm that anxiety, to just pass the time and zone out, is food. Okay? So from the moment we're born, food is the one thing that helps soothe us. It could be also used sometimes as punishment. But right now we've seen a big spike with emotional eating, with binge eating, with stress eating. And we're all talking about like COVID-15 or the COVID-30, talking about it like the freshman 15, like gaining weight. And some people are able to see humor in that. But if we take a step back, a lot of people are struggling with this, because already if you are struggling with food, you're struggling with your weight, you're struggling with your body image, and then you're struggling with food being there 24 hours a day and not being able to get out of the house, this is actually a real pain and a real problem, a real struggle. And I am here to give you my quick ways to help you get control back. Okay? And this is not like taking control by going on these diets that right now we see. Like right now, the dieting industry is taking over all your newsfeed. It's taking over the ads because it knows this is the prime kind of like New Year's resolution time of getting people on board their program, especially the day that we're going to get off this confinement. So number one. Okay? If you're here with me, give me a hello in the chat box right below. If you're in the replay, #replay. And if you know anybody who would benefit from them, Just share right below with the share click button, share it on your profile, share it in their profile. Even better yet, you can even share this with yourself in Messenger so you can actually get access to it. So, the number one thing to understand about social isolation, about confinement, about working from home, about weekday or weekends, because everything is messing together, the number one word that starts with a P is you need the plan. Okay? When you do not plan your day will actually take you over, right? I'm hearing myself on my computer. You want to make sure that you are planning your day. Now, I'm not saying about planning every single second of your day. Now, I want you to look at your day like a work day, because it is a work day. Let it be working things from home, working with the kids, working on your online business. You are working. So by creating a routine of planning your meals and your snacks the night before, it's going to be very crucial to help give you a bit of a, how can I say this? A structure, right? When we don't have a structure, it's like the never-ending slow day, moving forward, and next thing you know, the end of the day there, and then you don't know all the meals and the snacks smashed in together. So you want to plan your day. You plan your meals, plan the time that you're maybe going to go for a walk, plan the time you're going to be doing the laundry, because that mentally is giving you control over what we are living through right now, which is the uncontrollable, right? When we're in self-isolation or in containment or we're staying home, there's many things that other outside circumstances are controlling us, but creating that structure, that balance, that routine will help you gain control of your day. So that's number one. I want you to plan your day, okay? Number two, okay? This is a must, okay? This is huge. This is the most important thing that I have found that is even more important than planning to actually help you eat meal, eat a snack, and not get lost in the kitchen, okay? The second thing that I really want you to bring in is meal prep, okay? Prepping your meals. Very often, a lot of people are deciding, well, if I'm going to be home all day, I'll just prep as I go, right? But what happens when you're preparing your meal? You're prepping your meal, maybe you're slowing down, maybe you're tasting a little bit, and then you have to do the dishes, and then next meal starts, you're cooking something again. So sometimes you are creating all these moments of being in the kitchen, and if you're enjoying it, then it's okay, do enjoy it. But if you find that you're using all that time you're in the kitchen, you're always around food, and you always feel like you're always grazing and tasting and so on, and it makes you lose focus of creating that controlled, balanced routine in your day, you want to make sure that you prep your meals, your breakfast, your snacks, your lunch, your dinner. The more that you batch cook, the more that you put things in individual containers, the easier it's going to be for you not to get lost in that kitchen and start opening up the cupboards of saying, oh, what am I eating today? Snack a little bit on some pita chips and looking at the fridge and like, oh, maybe I'll just have a little piece of chocolate. Let me look at a recipe. Oh, maybe I want eggs. No, okay, let me have a piece of cheese as I try to figure out what I want to eat. You see where I'm going? And I totally get it. It does happen once in a while to me when I don't know what to eat and I'm just like snacking away. Next thing I know, I'm like, well, I'm not hungry anymore. So then I continue my day. But if for you mealtime and you're very disconnected from your hunger and your fullness, which can happen sometimes, you might like end up grazing, and then prepping a meal and then eating that meal and then you're not feeling good because you felt you overate, okay? So prepping. Me, I prep my smoothies ahead of time. I have chili in the fridge. I have like things in the freezer. I have things that are prepped. So if I need to have something quick, especially for breakfast and lunch, I grab, I sit, I enjoy, I eat, and I am off to go. So prep your meals, okay? Get them all those individual containers. It is so much easier than not knowing what to eat. Now, I have a number 3, I have a number 4 for you. So I'm going to start with number 3, okay? We're talking about planning. We're talking about prepping. You want it to be pleasant, okay? When we talk about something being pleasant, you need to be looking forward to your meal. You need to make sure that you're not forcing a meal or forcing a time that is not aligned to when you feel at your best. So you want to make sure that when you're prepping those meals and you're looking at that plan, it's pleasant. I'm not saying that you're going to be like, yes, I love every single meal and oh my God, this time is perfect for lunch. You want to make sure that when you're looking through it and you have your meals, you're like, oh, this is very nice. I'm looking forward to this. And when you have something pleasant to look forward to, it actually calms down emotional eating and binge eating because you're looking forward to something yummy. You actually are having control, so you're prepping it. And there isn't a dieting thing happening in the background. So this is the thing with making it pleasant, but also something that comes with pleasant. I'm just going to add a little side turn. Taking the time to eat your meal. Eating and watching TV? No. Eating and doing work? No. Eating standing up on the counter? No. Why? If you cooked a good meal, why not sit down and enjoy it and like put some music and just be with that meal and enjoy that moment? Because very often emotional eating and binge eating, there is a physical reason, but as well there's an emotional reason. And that's something that I dive in very often with my clients of creating that pleasant environment to actually enjoy food no matter what we are eating. And this is something that is resonating with you and you're curious about it, just message me. I'd be more than happy to talk more about it. And number 4, okay? We are not robots, okay? We cannot have this Monday 9 to 5 and then figuring everything and I'm going to eat that and I'm making sure it's pleasant. You want to make sure that it's personalized. You need to make sure that the way that you're eating is according to your circadian rhythm, your internal eating clock. Because very often we are eating depending on what the outside world is telling us. This is breakfast, this is lunch, this is dinner, this is the snacks. But do you know when you should be eating for your body and your mind and your day and your business and your habits to actually work with your hunger and your fullness signals so that you're eating according to when your body wants to eat. And when your body wants to eat and you feed it and you're feeling good, it's actually 50 to 70% of the equation of emotional eating. Is a lot of people are disconnected from when their body actually needs to eat. So you really want to make sure that when you're planning something like this, you're getting things personalized to you by tuning in to better understand when are you very hungry and when are you less hungry and adapting your meal size and your snacks according to that. Some people are hungrier in the day. Other people are hungrier in the afternoon. Others could be in the evening for X, Y, Z reason. But this is why creating something personalized, it's so much more exciting to make sure that you come out of this social isolation, this confinement, or even if you're working from home and now you decided you're like, you know what? I'm working from home after all this. You want to create, again, you want to plan your day to know when your meal times and your snacks are so you don't skip any meals and end up overeating at the end of the day, which happens very often with emotional eaters and binge eaters. You want to prep your meal so you're not always in that kitchen slaving away, cooking and cleaning and grazing at the same time. You want to make sure that it's pleasant, it's good food, it's yummy food, it's things that you enjoy, you're sitting down and so on. But you also want to make sure it's personalized, which means it's following you and you not necessarily having to follow it all the time and you're not feeling good with it, right? So always that reminder. Hi Dan, oh my God, I'm so happy to see you here live. So you see very often we have these amazing people that join our community and it's always nice having these videos because it could be reminders, it could be eye-openers, but everything that I'm sharing right here, it is for everybody who wants to feel great, who wants to banish the binge and the emotional eating, who wants to banish the bloat, who is done being on the dieting roller coaster and who wants to feel great in their body, to book that dream vacation, to go shopping in normal clothing places, maybe being the brand of their business. There's so many positivity of making sure that we're taking this time for us so that this self-isolation, this confinement time is just another time for you to take care of you, okay? And this is why I'm so excited to be sharing this with you. This week, I'm opening up my masterclass, okay? My masterclass is that beginning program that brought in, that created a blow up with a lot of people that I was working with. And when I say about a blow up, a big realization, because I actually shared a lot of these things in more specific, and you even have examples of what to eat, the meals, the snacks, but it goes beyond that. I am teaching you how to create that and to personalize for you. And this is why for this week, which is honestly something that is a big gift for you, I'm offering it at 50% off. I'm going to be sharing the link right below. And if you're looking for something more personalized, if you're done doing this on your own and you want to fast track your results, getting results 10 times faster than doing it from the masterclass, which is masterclass is like 10 times faster than doing it on your own, just message me. I'd be more than happy for us to talk. So You can create a happy and healthy body without dieting, without restriction. You just have to plan, you have to prep, you have to make sure that it's pleasurable what you're doing. And number 4, which is the big thing, is personalizing it. So on that note, I am so happy you joined for today's training. If you have any questions, comment right below and go check the links. Join the masterclass. I am so excited to have you join us. On that, my name is Dina Mayarbi, Body Balance Coach, and I'll see you in the next training.